Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Unpredicted Party, the only Middle-earth TTRPG that will finally answer the question, why didn't they just take the Eagles to Mordor? And we are one step closer to answering that question. Around me are my internet friends. Say hi, internet friends.
Hello,
friends.
I am your humble lore master, Don Marshall. We are joined by Max Randolph, Tori Fox, Zach Smith, Charlotte Moore Lambert, A. Kavatica, audiobook narrator extraordinaire. I get your name mixed up in my head in real life. Every time. Returning as a maybe guest, maybe permanent character. We'll see how Beery rolls in his persuasion checks. Please welcome playing Eowyn, Katiosaurus, aka Kate Osborne, and not AKA, that is your real name. Sorry, Kate Osborne, aka Katiosaurus.
Honestly, at this point.
Right. And playing Grimbjorn, the skin changer and son of Beorn. Please welcome Tank Tolman. You screamed so loudly your mic peaked. We didn't hear any of that. Can you do
There you go.
better?
Right. Perfect.
Better. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. All right, before we get started, we do want to let everybody know we are using the One Ring TTRPG system by Free League Publishing. We also want to thank our sponsor, The Rook and the Raven. You can go to therookandtheraven.com to get all your TTRPG note-taking needs. Max has a cool werewolf one. Have you always had that?
Yeah, they sent me a lion.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Because of the mane.
I'm a main man.
I mean, it does kind of fit that way. Yes. You can also go to Don Marshall 72 merch. Sorry, Don Marshall 72's store.com. I lost the old domain because my credit card ran out and I never renewed it and still haven't, because the only time I remember to renew it is when I say these announcements in the middle of our Let's Plays. A special thanks to a few others. The artwork is done by Sarah M. Shunky. Find her at Sarah M. Shunky on Instagram. The battle maps are done by Little Wit the Cartographer. We may get to a battle map that I actually designed earlier, many months ago, before all of this happened, depending on how things go. And the music has been crafted by Cullen Vance. You can go to cullenvancecreative.com to buy all of his music or stream it wherever you get your streaming music. Lastly, special thanks to my wife who helps me craft all of this. She goes by Nat20wife on all socials. You can follow her there. Honey, thank you so much. I love you. Without further ado, are we ready to go ahead and get started?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. When we last left off, there was an Eagle Gwai here and he stole the rings. And then a couple months later, we're in Isengard.
And nothing happened.
And nothing happened.
And nothing bad happened ever in between that.
Yeah, nobody almost died. Nobody kissed. Nobody turned into a bear by accident. All right. When we last left off, our party had successfully overthrown Grima Wormtongue, made their way to Helm's Deep, where they met Eowyn, Eomer, and Theodred, and the rest of the Shield Maidens of Rohan and what Rohirrim still remain. But being the strong-willed woman that she is, Eowyn, you decided you were just going to go with the party instead of following the Shield Maidens that you've been leading for the last. They're fine. I'm sure they're fine. Let me roll some dice. Hang on.
Every time the main character leaves
for
their
fine.
home to
Yeah.
go to the party.
They're fine.
That's a
got
4.
It, okay.
Alla does got. I'm just kidding. That's not an actual roll. You all, having successfully defeated the Balrog, recuperated, got some information from Cat Sauron that the Blue Wizards had been captured again, made your way towards Isengard, and after a series of rolls, you realized that Saruman was actually watching you in the evening when you approached. You did notice him, and after a couple of really tense standoff moments where some things were revealed about various characters that maybe they wanted to keep personal, Eowyn, with an amazing awareness check roll, you actually managed to, as far as you're aware, cut the leg as you quick stabbed behind and found, as your sword found purchase in Saruman's leg. Anyone that plays World of Warcraft did the blink ability or Misty Step if you're playing D&D, and just poofed away. And that is where we left off. We are going to pick things up right there. I will ask, Would anyone like to do anything in the seconds before that happened? But I'm going to start with Tariel because you said right before the episode ended, you were drawing an arrow. Are you releasing it?
Well, I was drawing it.
You were drawing it as he was running away.
Carry the two. Yeah. I think it'll be happening so fast, right? She's just gonna let it go.
Okay, so
It's not one of the mithril.
it's not one of the mithril ones.
It's
No,
just- no.
Halowith learned taught everybody a lesson that day.
Yeah.
You can go look for them. It's just going to be
I
a harder.
will. I'm going.
it's just
It was a garbage session for me last session. He did essentially bugger all. That was Halward's contribution. So it was.
Well, let's see what we can change this session. Tariel, please make me an attack roll with ill favor.
Well, it's between for my D12s. It's between a 2 and an Eye of Sauron.
Oh, so it is a 2. So it
It's
is,
a 2.
or no, excuse me,
No,
it's
it's not
ill
Sauron.
favor. So it's an Eye of Sauron. The arrow sails wide, missing its mark completely. I will ask, Eowyn, actually, no, you're all on horseback except Halowith, who made a stealth check,
I'm
correct?
not on horseback. I
Who
did an
is?
acrobatic thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Eowyn, you're not. So Tanel, you are on horseback. Actually, Tanel, you are the. Actually, let me start
I
over.
think I might be the only one because I don't recall saying that I was going to get off or anything.
Yeah, I think you are still the only one on horseback, as Eowyn, you had to make the awareness check to feel behind you and then stab at Saruman. So I will say, Tanel, as
Oh,
you are the
God.
only one on horseback, what would you like to do right now?
In a very sort of panic, she like turns the horse in a circle, sees everyone else not on a horse, and is like, "Ah," and keeps turning the horse and spurns it after Saruman.
Excellent.
Just going for him? Okay. Well,
Oh,
Beery's
someone's got to
still-
keep track of where he is.
This is true. Beery's still in the back of the cart. I remember that specifically.
Yes.
So he's gonna find something in the back of the cart and try to hit the horse's butt that's towing it and just send it in that direction. These horses do when they get spurred.
Yeah,
back
yeah,
up,
Yeah,
on
they'll
each
go.
other.
I don't think there's no animal handling check skill. I'll just say that you do that. No problem. You're in the cart. Okay. Cart
Grim-
spurred.
Tin's not
Grimbjorn
getting.
I'm going. So Grimbjorn is gonna run down, look where there was blood on the ground,
Mhm.
reach up, get a big sniff of that blood. So he's got Saruman's scent and he's going as fast as he can, dashing after him.
Okay, fantastic. Halowith, Tanel,
He's
or
gonna look
excuse
for
me,
the arrow.
Halowith. You're gonna look for the arrow?
He's gonna see everyone pelting after Saruman. He's gonna have a look.
Make me a scan check, man.
I mean, I'm glad that you appreciate Beery's creations this much, but this is getting out of hand.
Everyone's going after. Like he's not gonna be faster than Grimbjorn or on a horse. So
He is teleporting.
Yeah.
I just want to make that clear. He is waving his hand and misty stepping
Oh,
20 feet.
Far.
He's
Yeah,
not-
like 20
so
feet
he's-
at like
he's
a
not gonna-
time. So
No,
not,
he's-
like, hoppening.
At this point, he's probably about 100 yards.
Yeah. But my point is, Halowith can't. Is he chasing after him on foot? He's not gonna
Yeah,
catch.
no, you're
All
right.
right, all right,
You're right.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Make me a scan check for me, please.
Oh, yeah. I beat my target number by 1.
By 1, I will say you find 1 of the 2 arrows.
I only fired 1 mithril arrow.
You find. You only. Oh, that's right. You only fired the. Oh, okay. My mistake. You do find the mithril arrow in beating your
Yay.
target number.
Nice.
All right. Tinel, Grimbjorn, and Beery. You 3 currently on horseback. Tariel, Eowyn. Are you hopping on horses?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Hopping on a horse?
Yep.
Okay,
Nice.
excellent. So this is going to be a series of checks, and I would like all of you to make me. Let's call this an athletics check to start.
Okay.
Now that he's found the arrow, can Halowith start to be like, okay. he's gonna-
Yes, yes. You'll just be slightly further back than everyone
Yeah,
else.
that makes sense.
There is a spider in my dice tray.
What kind?
Charlotte, what did
This
you do?
sign.
Just a little like house spider.
How appropriate.
that even mean?
Well, I have a Gandalf.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
11. It didn't
11.
do
Okay.
nice.
All right.
18. Success.
18. That's a success. Okay.
25.
25.
Nice.
Ooh.
I got a 16, which is also a success.
16. Okay.
What's wrong with these dice you
Yeah.
sent me?
Halloweth. Oh no, Halloweth, you did not make.
Yeah, I'm not doing it for this round. I'll go on the next one.
Okay, great. Tinel.
Mhm.
Before I get to you, Grimbjorn, please make me an awareness check or an insight. Actually, make it an insight check.
Interesting.
I just hit my target number. 12.
The blood that you had on your hands to track the scent gave you a smell that does not remind you of human. And it also does not seem to match the scent of the person that you are tracking. Tinel, as you approach the gate, the front sort of awning of Isengard, you watch this being sort of continuing to run, but he blinks about. Sorry, I keep saying blink because I assume everyone's played World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
You watch as the vision of the being goes almost hazy in a kind of mist, in an almost, I don't want to say glitchy because there's no technology, but the visual would be very similar in that the magic seems to be off. And as you cross into Isengard, you are met with the sight of, very similar to the movies, the crevasses and the holes that have been dug deep inside. The trees are still gone. However, there is a massive amount of little bits and particles of something floating in the air, with only a handful of orcs roaming about.
Chanel will bring her horse to a full stop.
Okay.
Does Beery's horse do the same? Because
You
he's not
can't-
driving it. He's just in the back.
you're welcome to grab the reins if you'd like. I assumed you were grabbing the reins to drive the thing.
Well, like someone was probably driving the cart at some point. I think it might have been Halloweth or somebody was in the front of it.
And you just spur.
Yeah, sure. Barry will climb. Like he's in the back, bounce around like, oh, we got him on the run. And he's gonna climb up and grab a hold of the reins.
Okay. You guys can
and
come to a full stop at the gate. Okay.
Definitely.
Is that
Yeah.
Grimbjorn? Are you continuing on?
Yep.
Okay.
He knows about my kids, so
Okay.
Yep.
Grimbjorn, please go ahead and make me an awareness check.
uh 15 beat my target number by 3.
Okay, hang on. Oh, Eye of Sauron. Grimbjorn, you hear the twang of a bowstring about 50 feet to your left as you continue to charge, and you see one of the orcs starts shooting at you. You manage to quick duck out of the way very quickly, but as you continue charging, you, being fast enough, catch up to the being, and you watch as it dissolves into nothingness, and the front door of Isengard opens as the same person, the White Wizard Saruman, comes down the steps with both hands, one clutching the staff, but spread wide, almost in a token of peace. And he says to you, Grimbjorn,
"You are being deceived."
Grimbjorn, what would you like to do?
He's going to run up to Saruman that just talked to him. My sense don't fail me. I know this. What did we see?
A shade. A phantom. Conjured by your enemies.
Are you our enemy?
That remains to be seen.
And do you believe this old goat?
Tanel is gonna get off the horse,
Okay.
and seeing as Grimbjorn and him are just talking
Mm-hmm.
and not like no
My-
blows
my-
have been.
My weapon is ready. Like I'm
Mhm,
mhm.
standing there ready.
He's still
Just
got
to-
his hands up. There, you do notice though, you would no inside checks needed. You all would notice there are the handful of orcs that are scattered throughout Isengard are slowly starting to walk very cautiously towards your group.
Okay, Tanel's gonna get off her horse and she's just gonna walk towards Grimbjorn. She's not gonna pull her bow or anything, but just walk and keep an eye on the orcs that are closing in.
Okay.
And the orcs are all armed.
Yes.
Okay. Well, the mechanical hammer is together.
Okay.
Barry hops out and accompanies Tanel. And as we approach, Barry would like to also, bring a gesture, a sign of peace, and kind of set his hammer aside and raise his hands as if to instruct him to do the same with his staff.
Persuasion check, Beery.
Okay. Speak
Fury
amongst
is
yourselves.
classically very persuasive.
Okay. There's a 6.
Okay.
21.
With a 21.
Hi, this doesn't need to be violent or anything. We just set our weapons aside and have a civilized conversation.
Indeed.
And he also sets his staff down on the ground.
How far are we away from him?
Grimbjorn, I'm going to say with your athletics check, you're probably 15 feet. He's still on the steps, so you're at the bottom.
Okay. Okay.
He sets it down on the steps. Eowyn, Tariel, what are you two doing?
I think much like American nonprofit media organization NPR, discovering Don Marshall's wish
Oh,
for
God.
an extended Lord of the Rings. I would like to provide coverage to the group. I've been sitting on that one for like an hour. I
Beautiful.
came up with that at
Beautiful.
4 p.m. Yeah, so I think Eowyn will follow like sort of up the road, stop in the back. And she's not going to drop her sword. She is going to sort of like put it down a little bit, but
Okay.
she's more focused on watching the group's back than
Okay.
like what is going on in front. So
Okay.
nothing gets to drop on us.
Eowyn, go ahead and make me an awareness check. Meantime,
will.
Halloweth and Tanel. Or sorry, Halloweth and Tariel. What are you two doing?
Much like myself, Tariel will roll up as an NPR supporter, and
You have a tote bag.
I don't have a tote bag. I've long since lost my tote bag, but I am a sustainer. And so she's gonna roll up on her horse, and seeing that there is some sort of tentative truce, but not entirely trusting it, she will pull her horse up to a stop, but her bow is still in her hand, and she is aiming at Saruman.
Halloweth?
Halloweth is going to slowly catch up. And yeah, he's going to eventually just get off his horse, look around at the very kind of stalemate, I guess, that's happening right now. And he's going to go up beside Tanel.
Okay.
Just, yeah, stand. Just say he doesn't need to ask. He assumes that this is like, considering that Saruman is not injured. He's like, there's something fishy.
Something's going on. Yeah. All
Good
right.
call. He has no injury on his leg, correct?
Make a scan. I'll
do a scan.
Make a scan
Sure.
check for me.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to over speaking you, buddy.
No. We're good.
It's like,
Also, I rolled a 14 on my awareness.
14 on your awareness check. There are.
Tanel's got back.
What's up?
Yes, you do notice Tanel's posterior in the
Rockin'
distance.
booty.
That roll is gonna haunt me for the rest of my life.
Yes.
Excellent.
23 done.
23. With a 23, the robes are still kind of covering the ankle portion that Eowyn cut. It's hard to see. Can
I make a perception, an awareness check?
Yeah, I'd say you're close enough. You can.
Ooh, okay. Does a 23.
23, still tough to see. Yeah, no.
Can I use my sense of smell and do a hunting check?
You can.
Tank, yes.
That's like my strongest thing.
Yes. I don't think we've ever had a
You could probably smell blood.
Yeah. I don't think we've ever had a hunting check before because it's
This is our first.
Yeah. Technically it's supposed to be used for others, but
24 and beats it by 12.
Grimbjorn, the blood you smelled from back at your camp does not smell like this being. As you realize this in that moment, Saruman looks at you and goes,
You are the skin changer. Grimbjorn, son of Beorn, guardian of the High Pass.
Yes.
You are known to me. The rest of your companions may seek to do me harm.
Why is that?
I betrayed the free peoples of Middle-earth. And I admit my involvement. Yet circumstances...
and everybody hears this, regardless of how far you are. And his voice becomes this deep, booming, menacing thing.
Circumstances have changed.
And I would like all of you to go ahead and make me awareness checks, please.
I was
Oh
just
my
about
God.
to ask.
I'm sorry,
can I do
not
it?
awareness, insight
Yeah.
checks, please.
Oh, that's
Insight.
way
Joker.
worse,
I
dog.
know.
no.
Yeah, insight checks.
Wait, but I literally can't.
Oh,
I'm not even gonna
Gandalf on
roll.
2 6s. I will take it.
I'm
2
not-
6s.
And a Gandalf.
And a Gandalf.
Oh, 2 6s and a Gandalf.
2 6s and a Gandalf.
Did
Okay.
And 2
Whoa.
5. That is a ludicrous. I've got 2 off max roll.
Okay.
with 46.
All right. From a role-playing perspective, anybody that did not beat their target number begins to feel as though that Saruman may actually be on your side this time. Anybody that did beat their target number would still be a little bit wary.
Beery gives Halloweth a little elbow in the hip and is like, "Hey, he doesn't seem so bad. I mean, I feel like he wants to communicate with us. Perhaps we can work together."
Barry, Saruman's primary weapon is his voice and his persuasive nature. He corrupts.
I mean, the
people.
timbre, the baritone on this chap is just fantastic.
That is the idea, yes. He is a seductor. He lures people in like a spider into a web.
As you two are having this conversation, Saruman speaks pretty loudly.
And who is such a group that would enter the Tower of Orthanc?
One looking to retrieve hostages which are being kept here of a certain blue variety.
Hostages, they are not. Prisoners, instead, serving just punishment.
Punishment for what?
Crimes of the elder days.
Care to elaborate? I was there.
Perhaps I would. And yet,
And he glances around at everybody who's got a weapon drawn, at everybody who is still sneaking around, and the orcs as well.
perhaps tokens of friendship may be met. I can help you.
And he reaches out a hand to you, Halloweth.
The shade cursed you, did it not?
Well, he knew a lot about me, but I wouldn't say he cursed me. I feel.
Halloweth, you did feel the difficulty of performing magic as your wit score
yes,
went
that's
up by
true.
4.
Yes. Yes. Bollocks. Yes, I did.
I may be able to help.
Arms still outstretched.
There's a okay. At what price would you possibly be able to help?
Restoring what is yours.
I appreciate what you can do for me, but in return for what? This would not be for free.
A truce. Nothing more. Call it a gesture of good faith.
I am curious, Saruman. Do you believe you are in an alliance with Gwahir? Do you seek the ring for yourself? Or if not, what is your aim here? What is your ultimate goal in Middle-earth as it currently stands? What circumstances are you referring to that have changed?
You are direct, elf.
After all these years, it's hard not to be. I'm tired of skirting around the edge.
Make a persuasion check for me with ill favor.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
Could Beery help in any way? Like, it's retroactive.
There's not really a fellowship point ability available. Eowyn?
Can I roll a lore check to see if I would know if shades bleed? Because that seems sus as hell.
Go ahead and make a lore check, but I'll give you ill favor on this one. Halloweth?
Okay, I rolled a Gandalf for my first one.
Oh.
Oh, 2 Gandalfs!
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
The gray and the white, bitch.
No.
No,
Okay.
use.
Okay. You
Everybody
know what?
finish your drink.
Yeah, seriously, I was about to say live chat.
Saruman the stupid.
Saruman the stinky!
Well done.
Wow. Okay, Halloweth.
I think the plural is Gandalfs.
We've had
Like
one
Gandalf.
Gandalf. We've had one Gandalf, yes. What about second Gandalf?
It comes in Gandalfs. I'm getting one.
All right. With a Gandalf, I gotta honor that. Hang on. Let me check my notes. Holy Lord.
Gonna dump some lore, gonna dump it. Right.
All right.
Katie, what'd you roll?
Oh, yes, that's right. Sorry,
That-
I
Katie.
got a 15, so it met it.
In meeting
Ooh.
your target number, it would occur to you that things that bleed are typically human, but in only meeting your target number, you would also potentially think that it may be a trick of the eyes, it may be a trick of the nose, it may be a trick of the ears. There is much magic here that you do not understand. Halloweth, Saruman looks very pointedly at you, having rolled 2 Gandalfs. Ill favor.
It is true. I lusted for the ring of power. And it is true what Gandalf told you. But when the great mountain erupted, my connection to Theoden.
And Eowyn, it is when he says the word Theoden that you begin to hear his voice get louder and louder to the point now where even so far away you can hear it.
Some power greater than mine spread throughout all of Middle-earth. Grima saw it as an opportunity to take control for himself. But you seek what you would call hostages. Alatar's words to you are just that. Words. What have you seen him accomplish? Truly, has he aided you in any way? What has he done for you? What has Palando done for you? If my assumptions are incorrect, pray tell me, for my mind may yet be swayed.
For those of us who did not pass that insight check, should we be checking it? Like,
I'll
how
tell
does his
you.
power wax and wane?
You'll know. I'll give you your moments.
Okay.
To be fair, he is right, because so far all that the Blue Wizards have done is get captured twice.
Yep.
That is the extent of what has happened. And I think I said that when I first learned that, oh, they're in Isengard, and I was like, again, what they've done nothing. So Howard stays silent. There is no. He is annoyed, but it's agreeing. He's agreeing. They haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
Grimbjorn's gonna tighten his grip on his weapon because he passed his check.
Mhm.
Why would you assume that I am not like these others with me? Why would you assume that we are not on opposite sides of this conflict when all you have is demonstrated your side with Gwaihir?
What you saw was not me.
You are of magic.
And there are others with magic in this tower.
Then what was it? Who do you think sent that?
I think you know the answer to that question.
Why, in your expert opinion, why? Why are they in Orthanc being punished for crimes? For starters, how can you be so swift to deal out death and judgment?
Because I was the one that saw them for what they truly were. Sent here an age ago by the Valar to help the free peoples of Middle-earth against Sauron. And what did Alatar and Palando do but make themselves gods?
Can I insight check that specifically?
I don't necessarily think you would need to, Halwith, because
It makes sense.
as you'll recall, you were the one
Yeah.
that had the dream all those episodes ago, where you saw the wizards fully admitting that they did travel outside of the realm of Gondor, further south and east, and within the places of the Haradrim and the deserts and the
I know they
Easterlings.
traveled there. I know that they went there, but I have no idea what they actually. Why didn't I ask that? What were you doing? Why didn't we ask, like, hey, where were you? What were you doing? Damn.
Why should we trust you?
Make a persuasion check for me with ill favor.
Oh, one of the Haradrim of the caravan said that they were two false prophets.
Two false
blue wizards.
Yeah.
Two blue false prophets.
Yep.
I knew that someone in the caravan had said something.
That was Gubol.
Gubol, thank you.
Sun Hamra.
Oh, Goobol.
Mm.
Love
It
that
didn't.
guy.
Did not.
Nope.
You have no reason to. And yet, here we stand.
Now, is there a way, and he kind of like barges them forward a little bit. Now, is there a way that we can like speak to them? Because I feel like, we're kind of only hearing one side of the conversation. You know what I mean?
Make a persuasion check with ill favor.
Yeah. And we could maybe all like meet in a parlor where we can get cozy and we can have a great conversation. Yeah.
Roll the dice, Max.
Is that straight roll or is with ill favor?
Ill favor again.
Well, is an Iris Sauron a 100%? Well, actually, wait. So I rolled an 8 and an Iris Sauron, but he is favored in. Oh wait, no, he's not.
You're not favored in persuasion,
No,
right?
no. So that's
okay.
an Iris Sauron, but 2 6s.
Okay. Even with the 6s, I say Eye of Sauron is an instant failure.
Yeah.
Eowyn, Tariel, you would notice that the orcs are starting to move in closer and closer.
Eowyn will not raise her sword, but grip it a little bit tighter. And from kind of the back where she is providing coverage for the group, she will yell loud enough for him to hear. If it is only peace talks you want, if all you want is a bargain, then call off your goons. I don't know. Eowyn wouldn't say goons, but I don't know what she would say.
Orcs is fine.
Orcs,
You can just call
okay.
them what they are.
Minions? I don't know.
Minions. Your boys. Come get your boys.
Is anyone still pointing a weapon at Saruman right now?
Well,
I'm
so
gripping
I
mine.
haven't had a chance to react to any of this. So
Yes,
I
sorry,
didn't-
Tariel, go ahead.
That's okay. So I didn't roll, like, I don't even have enough dice to be able to roll my target number for an insight check.
Mhm.
So Tauriel would have started to lower her weapon as Saruman began talking, just sort of, maybe I should think about what this guy is saying. But I think that as Eowyn's voice would break through and she would look about her and notice the orcs moving in, she would straighten up and take her arrow maybe off of Saruman, but point it at the nearest orc and pull it even more taut.
Okay.
Like, she's gonna shoot something
Yeah.
in a second.
Nearest orc's probably about 50 feet from you right now, Tariel. You've got a
You can hit
lock
that.
on them. Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. You got a lock
Also,
on
how many orcs are we talking here?
them. Make a scan check, Beery.
I'll do that too. Since
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, anybody that wants to can make a scan check.
22.
With a 22, you see 12 in the surrounding areas as you glance behind. And they're kind of doing that sort of wolves pinning something who's trapped in behind a mountain range or something. Not a mountain range, but like a rock formation.
Bree does a little internal math on like how to settle the score with Halwith. Perfect. Okay.
I got a 24.
A 24 with your persuasion check?
No, with my scan check.
Or excuse me, with your scan check.
Yeah.
Yeah. You, Eowyn, with your scan check, you would notice on top of the 12 orcs that are around, there are thin strands and wisps of some sort of material that almost seem like a loose thread or a cloth blowing in the wind throughout the entirety of the camp. On a 24, you said? On a 24, you would also notice as you come a little bit closer, there is a smell that you do not recognize.
can I like adjust my hair, but in adjusting my hair, like surreptitiously try and like catch a piece of like whatever is floating around so I can like examine it? Like, oh, I'm just doing my ponytail.
Yes, I'd say, you know what, you're far enough away. Go ahead. Make a, what would this be?
Like a
Make an insight check for me.
oh no, doesn't get it.
Didn't get it. It's just a wisp of a piece of long string. It's unclear right now, but it's thin. It's razor thin.
Okay. I'm gonna take it and kind of like sidle up next to Beery and just hand it to him. I don't know why, but I feel like Beery knows shit about shit.
Materials is useful.
Perhaps. Like, oh, and he's not very subtle, so he's just yeah, okay, yeah, you should just hold on to it. And then when Saruman feels like his eyes on, looks at it, sniffs it, tastes it.
Tastes it?
Yeah.
No check needed if you put it in your mouth. It's a spider web.
Yeah, I thought.
No.
Yeah, the spiders.
Just kind of
Sauron.
get like rocking on his heels, just kind of back and forth, gets on his tippy toes to when just spiders. It's web. We're doomed.
I rolled an 8, I rolled an 18 on my scan check. What do I notice? Anything?
On an 18 for scan check, you are already aware of the orcs. You are already aware of the actually, hang on. You would also know it is a spider web. And
I've spent a lot of time around those in Mirkwood. Yeah.
On an 18, you don't notice the smell. Yeah.
Do I notice the smell?
You would notice this smell. Yes. It is the strange smell that you've been smelling pretty much the entire time.
And it's cavernous, the terrain is. Around,
yes, right now, think about the Two Towers movie. Saruman has ripped up all of the trees and underneath the fire and the forges, and you all haven't seen that. But from a level distance, it is a flat piece of land where there are many areas where you can seemingly fall or go down into a bit of a switchback underneath ground.
But is there smoke coming out of these crevasses?
There is not smoke. You do not see any smoke coming out of
that's not a good sign. That's foreboding. Okay. All right.
What are the horses doing?
The horses that have not crossed the threshold yet. All of you that got off on foot and made your way in there, with the exception of Grimbjorn, who can only ride Odin's horse. I don't know. Sorry.
Hallet's going to point an arrow just slowly at Saruman and say, give me a grand reason why I shouldn't kill you, why you are better alive and less dangerous alive than dead.
May I?
You may, but Halloweth's drawing an arrow is going to trigger some things. You've got like 2 seconds.
Yes, with those 2 seconds, Beery just kind of marches forward. Whoa, doing a little good cop, bad cop. He gives Halloweth a little wink as he kind of turns his back to the Saruman, and he kind of walks backwards towards Saruman a little bit. And okay, all right, we've had quite enough of all of this fighting. He's walking backwards, kind of towards Grimbjorn. This has just gone far too much, and he's gonna try and grab the staff and throw it down one of the caverns. Just
okay, yeah.
Yeet the staff.
Yeet the staff. Beery. He's up some steps, so you're making an athletics.
He's like kind of backing up the steps.
Yeah. And this wizard is not allowing you to do that easily. You're making an athletics check with ill favor, and even if you fail,
come on, you old goat, let's do this.
As soon as Berry goes for the staff, I fire. I shoot.
Okay. Ill favor, you said?
Ill favor. Okay.
Oh god.
As Halloweth shoots, Tauriel shoots.
All right, hang on. Oh, okay.
Gotta,
We're not.
let's just.
Woo, I can't even count. I'm like,
Beery.
there are 2 6s involved.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll to shoot while he's doing that.
Yeah. Make a anyone
Oh my
who's
God.
attacking.
With ill favor, a 21.
Ah,
What the? How? How?
I rolled a 5 for my D12, and then I rolled 2 6s, a 2, and a 2.
Okay. Cool.
He's
Cool.
winging that thing.
Okay. I'm gonna need to make a counter roll.
Okay.
This is going to be a contested athletics check, and I need to be. What did you roll? A 20?
21.
21.
Is that even with an arrow coming at him as well? Or 2 arrows coming
It's
at him?
going.
Like,
It's going to happen almost simultaneously, but a number of things are going to happen as that happens.
Yeah.
Let me do it like this. It's going to be Beery, then Saruman reaction, then Halloweth, then Tariel in that order. Okay.
Come on, old man. Let's go.
Okay. A 21. I'm taking the camera with me. For those
Yeah,
listening on the
yeah.
podcast,
No.
Oh God.
this is 1d12.
We're just looking at your keyboard right now.
Oh, sorry, hang on. This is 1d12
Perfect.
and 3d6s.
We got
And I have
this.
to beat
Come
a
on.
21 with 2 6s.
You better brought his hiking shoes to go find his staff.
6, 12,
Ah.
18,
Oh.
19, 20.
Oh.
Okay. Halloweth, Tariel, make your rolls for me.
I'm just shooting at an orc. I'm just shooting at the nearest orc.
This is aiming for his head, by the way.
This is a called. That means it's a called shot, and you're rolling with 1 less d6.
Okay.
And
I'm
Did you already roll?
Yeah.
Okay, because you already rolled, take the highest d6 that you rolled and take it away.
Ooh,
Fair.
brutal.
Fine.
Tariel.
I'm rolling like crap. I just barely miss him, so I think maybe Tariel just shoots reflexively without
Okay.
really aiming very well, and just right by the orc's ear.
Okay. Halloweth.
I rolled a 34 with 3 6s.
You can't. Wait.
I know. Can't really see it.
Oh.
5.
You stupid.
It was like that. Also, I took away another 6.
You rolled 4 or 6.
You rolled.
It's the nail polish. It's the nail polish.
It's got to be the nail polish. All right.
It is Halloweth green.
All right, we broke him, folks.
Okay, so
did it.
So
Everybody drink. We broke down.
Now, hang on. You haven't broke shit yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say
As-
there's a lot. There's a lot about.
There's a lot about to happen.
Yeah.
As live chat may have guessed, there is a type of reactionary force field that only showed up in the books when Legolas, Aragorn, and Gimli found
Oh.
Saruman spying on them. It is a kind of automatic trigger defense mechanism. Halloweth, it's the reason you couldn't fire at him even though you succeeded in your stealth check last episode. It triggers
Oh.
automatically, and he only has a certain number of them because I consider them kind of legendary actions. That being said, you rolled really high.
I did.
Remind me again what it was because my brain is mush right
34.
now.
It was 34.
34. Okay. So,
Does he have his staff?
for whatever reason, I only seem to have 3 d6s. Hang on. Beery.
Oh my God.
I need another d6. That's not because it's
Fudge.
more than 6. Okay. So here's what's going to happen. The reflexive thing is going to trigger automatically. If it does, the arrow is not going to hit, and he may not take damage depending on how this works. However, because of the staff thing, he has favor with it, but I am now only going to make a straight roll, so I now need to beat a 34 with 1 d12 and 5d6s. I'm taking the camera with me.
We need a dice cam.
Yeah.
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 All right, here we go.
Trust.
A 34, you said?
Yeah.
With 3 6s.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, 2 of them rolled out. 2 of them rolled out.
Oh yeah, it's not looking good.
But he rolled a
2 is
2
not-
on the d12. So hang on.
Yeah. That's not
That's
good.
11,
3,
12,
9,
13, 14.
14.
I don't think.
I mean, you can't do anything with those.
Oh.
3 ones.
You might have threaded the needle there, buddy.
Oh my god.
Cold shot. Cold shot at the head.
What did you roll, Don? Tell the podcast what you rolled.
Oh, right. Sorry, I've been silent this entire time. I rolled, that's 3 1s, a 2 on the d12, and an 11. So
That's,
that is
it's not
a
gonna be enough.
16. That is a 16. You stupid elf. Right.
Wait, does
So
half count?
does what count?
Does half count?
Less than
Half.
half.
Yeah, you that's less than half.
What happens, Don? Tell us.
Oh, what happened?
Tell us, Don.
Beery. You move
Oh my god.
to grab the staff, and Saruman, failing the roll, immediately reaches down to grab it and to hold you in his magic. But Halloweth, you track the movement, and the arrow flies out of the bow. And just like a John Wick movie, there is no dramatic moment. There is no explosion. Saruman of many colors falls dead on the ground.
Oh, we broke Lord of the Rings.
Whoa.
Well,
Okay, I'm truly thrilled at this, and that is really cool. How it's going to stand there for a moment, not really quite believing that just happened. But he's then going to turn around and try and react as quickly as possible to, I'm assuming, the hell that's going to break loose right about now.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and take our 5-minute
Oh,
break.
come
And when
on.
we come back,
yeah.
when we
Okay.
come back, the 12 orcs will be reacting first.
Oh.
Then
All right. Well,
Get
they
your
don't have
hope
a
points
boss
ready, folks.
anymore, So.
Oh my god.
We'll see you all in a moment.
Holy.
Jeez.
Oh, that Barry, that's another.
No, we share that one. That was a sharesies. We'll talk about it.
No, you don't.
Halloweth on the assist.
Oh my god.
That's a
Beery on the
stressful thing.
assist, Halloweth with the kill.
That can be
guess
debated.
So, but Beery acted first.
He held a star.
Is this a who shot first situation?
This is not a who
I'm the
shot
only one
first.
who shot.
This is going to be the
Okay.
shot heard
I
around
gotta
the
step
world,
out
guys.
real quick, but I'll be
Go
right
for
I'll
it.
be-
No,
I'll
no,
be
no.
right
Go
back.
for it. We're taking our 5. You go
Okay.
do your 5.
Damn it.
I'm in shock. Yeah.
Halloweth does not mess around. All right.
Holy
we'll see you all in a
crap.
few minutes.
Okay, yeah.
All right, cool.
Welcome
Well.
back, everyone.
Don?
Anyways.
We've been having a chat. Some people are a little bit confused as to why an all-powerful wizard can seemingly be taken out by an arrow. I will remind everybody watching or listening that Saruman died in the movies with a dagger to the back, caught it unawares, and a dagger to the neck, caught it
Yes.
unawares.
He's squishy.
And
Easy
then
to
Christopher
do.
Lee had a weirdly specific insight about that, and I don't have my beer. Damn it.
Does
Mhm.
this mean we own this tower now?
I need everybody to choose their stances, please. Who is in
Oh,
Oh
forward?
God, here we go.
Who's in open? Who's in defensive? Who's in rearward?
Forward.
Forward, Grimbjorn.
And how close are the orcs?
20 feet. They're attacking first, though.
Yeah.
Rearward for Alueth, obviously.
Rearward. All right.
Same for Tanel.
All right. Tanel. Beery.
Just so I understand the battleground, we're all fairly much like truly surrounded. Like the archers don't have any advantages of distance, right?
No.
Defensive then, and Beery
Defensive?
will just tear off towards the probably Tanel and
Okay.
Tariel,
Okay.
and going defensive.
All right. Aowen.
I'll be up on the
Uh,
steps, like firing from above.
Okay.
So,
I will go defensive.
Okay.
But also just so I know, who is currently holding the staff?
Yeah, what happened to the staff, Don?
Barry's holding on to it, probably.
It's only been a
after-
few seconds.
What is it?
right?
It's only been
like
in
this,
it.
or
It's
is
just
it-
lying on the stairs.
Well, hang on. Who else do I need? I need one more person.
You need me.
Who do you? What do you want?
I'm trying to decide. I think I probably defensive makes the most
Defensive.
sense.
You know what?
Okay.
I think I'll be in shock first. So I think I'll be in like the neutral.
Yeah.
Okay,
stance,
yeah,
like
we'll keep
this.
you in open. We'll keep you
Yeah.
in open. All right, great. So the orcs are going to get what's known as an opening volley. Now, we haven't done a lot of this because most of the opponents you've faced haven't had the opportunity. However, anybody in the open or rearward, anybody in the open or rearward is going to be the target of an arrow. And what is everybody's parry score? Remind me.
18.
18.
20.
Okay, 20 for Tanel. And
12.
Grimbjorn.
12.
12, that's right.
16.
16 for Tariel.
I'm
Katie?
at 17.
Aowen, 17. Beery,
20.
20. All right. So 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. I rolled a 3 on the dice. Right.
Oh no.
Arrows in that opening volley go all around you, but they miss. You manage to go wide and duck out of the way or block them with your shield or quick turn. Grimbjorn, you're up first.
Go get him, buddy.
I'm gonna go after the thickest cluster of orcs.
Okay. So these orcs are traveling in groups of 3. So they are going to be, you are going to now be facing 3 of them, and they are going to be going after specific people, and most of them are going after you, Halloweth.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. So Grimbjorn,
I'm-
you've got one
I'll-
group of 3 on you right now.
Well, I'll intercept. No, wait, I'm just going for the first ones I see, probably.
Yeah.
So I will attack one of them.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Where's it? Okay,
You're
yeah,
rolling your
nah.
axe. You're trying to beat your
Yeah.
target number with your axe.
My bright bane.
Your bright bane.
I did.
You don't have to
Ooh.
worry about beating your target number. I need the total to know if you beat their parry score.
Oh, I got 16.
16. These orcs have a parry score of 12. You bring the hammer down, and with the orcs having only 8 HP, your 9 HP hammer crushes the skull of the first orc you see.
How close are the other ones? I have an area effect.
Yeah.
Did you meet the criteria? On a 10 or higher on the D12 on successful attacks. Did you hit a 10 or higher on the D12?
I got a 9.
Yeah. Oh, close enough. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
So one of the orcs goes down instantly. The other two are going to get attacks on you right now, and your parry score is a 12. That's an 11, 13. Yes, that hits. Grimbjorn, you take 6 points of damage as the two orcs stick their swords into the arm, just like graze your arm with two of the attacks. Beery, Eowyn, and Tariel, you are now all up.
Go for it, you guys.
Okay. Tariel, realizing that the arrows are just not working out for her today, and seeing that they are in close combat, is going to jump down off of her horse and pull her daggers. Her
Okay.
Knives.
Yeah.
Because you're using the dagger, would you like to use Gleam of Wrath?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Can you remind everybody, do you happen to have that with you?
Yeah, 1 second. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. So you're going to use Gleam of Wrath. Meantime, Tariel, what are you doing?
You mean Tanel?
I'm sorry, Tanel, what are you doing?
Oh,
I'm rearward, so it's.
Oh,
Still
I'm sorry. It's
Eowyn.
Beery,
You're
Eowyn,
fine.
and Tariel. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Beery and Eowyn.
There's a lot of us.
You've got it already?
Yeah. So
Go for it.
The description is: your folk have seen many defeats and many fruitless victories in their wars against the Shadow. The deadly rage that your kindred harbor for the enemy infuses your weapons with a gleam of chill flame. On a successful attack roll, your adversary additionally loses 1 point of hate or resolve, plus 1 point for each success icon.
Fantastic. That's a 6. Is the success icon. All right. Beery, Eowyn, and Tariel. One of the groups of 3 is going to be attacking the 3 of you individually. So you're each in individual battles. Let me know if you beat an attack roll of 12.
Oh, you want us
you
to
mean
roll?
our parry, our
Yes,
parry
make
scores?
you make your attack rolls. You're going to be making.
Whoa.
Yes, these orcs are also going to be making attack rolls against you.
Gladly. Okay. Yeah. So Beery's stomping his spade shield into the ground, and he's going to, try to guard the archers and other combatants.
Okay.
Let's see here. Oh my God, it's been forever since we've been in combat. Holy
I
shit.
know.
Do I roll for? I haven't done this with my daggers. Do I roll for each dagger? Or do I just do one attack?
I gave because you've got. Oh, what do you get, Beery? What do
You
you
know
think?
what it is.
Did you roll a Gandalf?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my God. Okay. So to answer your question, Charlotte, I let Annex, who was playing Haldir, dual wield when he had 2 daggers. So yes, I will say you can make 2 attack rolls.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that.
Okay, so one already misses,
Okay.
and the other one just hits.
Okay. Your daggers deal 3 points of damage. Yes.
3 points of damage, and I think I get to roll for each one. So I guess I'll just roll. Do they just? This is just a flat.
A flat 3 damage.
Okay,
Flat 3
all right.
damage.
So
All
she
right.
jumps down, pulls out just in her frenzy,
Yes.
misses the first one.
Beery.
So he set his. Would he have enough time to grab the big hammer that was already together?
Yeah, you had the hammer with you.
Oh, okay.
And
well,
because you
that's definitely
Gandalfed,
not it.
hang on. Because you Gandalfed, and because your hammer does 8 damage total, another orc gets crushed underneath the skull as you swing this thing overhead and thwack. We're now down to 10 orcs.
Oh, that's 2, Hal.
Eowyn.
Also-
oh no, go ahead.
Utilizing Stone Hard. All protection rolls are favored, and he's going to combat task protect companion, and it's
secondary,
going to be Tanel.
Okay. Tanel, you are in rearward. Okay, yeah, this will work because you're close enough together. Go ahead and make that roll for your secondary action. Don't you dare. Is it another Gandalf?
The Gandalf in a tan.
What
is
is
happening?
happening?
I have no idea, but for a battle that would be 12, 14, 17, 23.
Okay, so remind everybody again what the score does, or sorry, what that ability does.
I think rally comrades, protect a companion. A player hero assuming the defensive stance may choose to protect another hero fighting in a close combat. On a successful roll, so it was a success.
Uh-huh.
The next attack aimed at the protected hero lose yet another d6.
Okay.
So they lose
so
more d6.
because it's a Gandalf, they're going to lose 2 d6s. So Tanel, you are firmly behind Beery's shield as all of this takes place. Eowyn, you're up. You've got an orc you're fighting.
Okay. I got a 13.
You got a 13. Does that beat your? Oh, that does not. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, their parry score is 12.
Yeah.
The orc is going to make a roll for you. That's a Gandalf against. Hang on, let me show you. That's another Gandalf. So, and a 6. And with a sword, that's going to be piercing damage.
Whoa.
So that's 3 doubled to 6 on the 3 doubled to 6 on the Gandalf. Eowyn, you take. I have to roll a d6. Eowyn, you take 12 points of damage.
Oh, what?
Jeez.
I rolled a 6. I rolled a 6.
Hey, Don, this seems like a bad time to bring up the fact that I never figured out how many hit points.
Oh, it's your endurance score.
Okay,
Whatever is in your
okay,
endurance
cool.
score.
Okay, neat.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool. Yeah, you're still up though. You're still
Okay,
up. I
yeah,
don't think.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You were at full hit
Holy
points.
crap.
Not our
Hey.
beautiful horse girlfriend.
Okay,
Weird question.
go ahead.
The orcs that Beery hath slain, how currently attached are their heads to their bodies?
I mean, Beery has a big axe, or excuse me, it's a hammer. So it wouldn't cleave it off perfectly.
Okay.
Given the Gandalf roll, I'll allow it for rule of cool if you want to try and do something for your secondary action. What do you got?
I would like to pick up the head of the nearest orc that I can get to and hold it aloft and yell at the other orcs. You have a choice. Desist now, or this could be you. And kind of shake it around a little bit. Classic Eowyn. She's not grossed out. She don't even
Okay.
care. She's like, whatever,
Okay.
I juggle heads for breakfast.
For those listening on the podcast,
Tori.
Tori is all kinds of hot and bothered. My goodness.
This is Tanel. What are you talking about?
Make-
Just like,
oh.
Is that
You know what?
intimidate foe? That's in the.
You know, that would be intimidate foe, I think. Yeah, that would be a
Ooh,
secondary
yeah.
action. Go ahead and make Max, do you have intimidate foe in front of you?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah,
Nerd out a
go
little bit.
find it. For
Intimidate.
me.
Brave warriors fight in the forward. This would be in the forward stance.
You know what? It was cool enough, and
Okay.
there was a Gandalf involved.
Can
later.
attempt to
Oh,
intimidate their foes to make them waver, break, or even flee. To do so, the acting player must make an awe roll. So awe.
Okay.
Katie, there's a chance your character sheet doesn't have awe on it. What is
No,
your
I have it. I have
what
two
is your awe
dots.
score? You have 2 dots, and you've got to beat a what?
11.
Walk 'em
Come
apart.
on, Katie.
Walk 'em
Make an
apart.
awe check for me.
Awe us.
6, 10, 12.
Yeah.
Beats it.
Yeah. Okay.
Not by a
Done.
lot, but
Ready?
it beats it.
Go
On a
ahead.
successful roll, the enemy's morale has been shaken, and all opponents with might won or made weary on their next rolls. Dude, this messes them up.
The clouds break. The sun streams through upon Eowyn's shining hair.
Katie, you gotta stop doing like all of the cool shit to just completely break the mechanics we were in.
Sorry.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. On a successful awe check, while Tariel is using Gleam of Wrath, and 2 of them dying in the first round, I'm gonna go ahead and roll to see if the rest of them, minus the 3 on Halloweth, succeed in their keeping it together. Because there are mechanics built into this where they can flee.
Better run. Get outta here.
because of, I'm gonna say, on a 3 or higher on the D12, the orcs, with the exception of the 3 on Halloweth, because there were about to be way more on Halloweth, with the exception of those 3, they're gonna roll. We're gonna roll this D12, and on a 3 or higher, they run.
I'm nervous.
That's an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Badass.
I'm gonna brave Sir Robin right out of here.
Halloweth,
Yeah.
you're up. And out of the corner of your eye, you watch as, hang on, there were 10 left. There's 3 on you. 7 of the orcs just lose their cool and sprint off in every direction. Some into the crevasses, some out to the walls, some hiding in wherever the heck they are. You're up.
I'm Howard's gonna leap up the stairs to the threshold of Orthanc.
Okay.
Look down. Can you paint me a picture of exactly the positions of the orcs?
Right. So the 3 orcs that remain
Yeah.
were inching closer to you and closer to you. And the minute you made a move, one of them has a bow, and when it gets to their turns, they're going to fire at you, or he is going to fire at you. One has a spear and one has a sword. They charged you pretty immediately.
Yeah.
This was the volley round. They all missed because I rolled like garbage, which allowed you to then make a moment. So you have 2 orcs going up the steps with you and one who is preparing to fire at you, but you get to go first.
I am going to. I'm going to double shoot. He's going to put his bow across 2 arrows at the ones coming up the stairs if they're parallel to each other. They're coming up. I'm
Okay.
assuming we'll double. I have to roll above a double their parry score.
You will on 2. So we've never done this before. So
Trick shot it, buddy.
Okay. So here's what I'll allow. Right.
Okay.
You're rolling to fire 2 arrows at once. A truly very bizarre thing and hard to hit 2 targets, yet not impossible for the elves. Roll me an attack roll with 2 less d6
Okay.
and ill favor.
And
I've actually seen. Have you seen the guy on TikTok who does this?
Yes, that's why I know it's possible. I'm
Yeah.
not saying I'm making it easy for you though.
That's understandable.
It's only 6,000 years of practice.
These are
Okay.
2. Just to be clear, are these called shots?
Center mass.
Well, I mean, yeah. I honestly probably I'm going to say.
Okay. Okay.
You know, they're aiming for the. He wants to pass clean through. If they're going to be less armored on throats, you always aim for throat.
Right. Okay. I'm just saying, are you trying to stall them from coming up to get you and like force them back with an injury? Because it won't be an instant kill unless you make it a called shot.
Okay, I'm making a cool shot.
Okay, fine. Ill favor, 1d12 or 2d12s, take the lower of the 2, and 3d6s. You have to beat a 12.
Lightning strike twice.
Oh no. Is Hellwith about to get cornered up there if he misses this?
I got a 14.
Stupid.
I rolled a 3. It was a 10 on my d12, but now it's
3, 6, 9, 5, 14 total. Okay.
That's coming down from. I've lost 3d6 on my bow there. From that shot.
You did. Everybody here would watch as Eowyn holding the orc head up high and the rest of the orcs fleeing as Halloweth takes 2 arrows and into the throats of both orcs. The other orc with the arrow is going to get an attack on you. Your parry score is an 18.
Dexterous enough to do
That
this.
is, that's an 11. That's a 6, 2, and 1. So that is a 20 total. Halloweth, you are going to take an arrow into the shoulder for 4 points of damage because this is a great bow.
Okay. Now.
Grimbjorn, you're up.
Grimbjorn is still very angry. and he sees that all these orcs have fled, and he sees this one standing up that just shot his friend, and he is
Oh, dear.
very mad. So he's going to run as fast as he can and come with like a baseball style swing,
Oh no!
center mass with this massive hammer, and just see if he can just rip a hole into this orc.
Obliterate the orc.
Yeah. So
Does anybody else hear the Wilhelm scream?
Yeah.
It just flies into orbit. You know?
I'll include it in the edited version of this.
Yes, I think it's property free.
Yeah. No copyright.
So that's a 26, and I did
Oh.
roll a 10 plus
Oh,
on the
you
D12.
activate.
Oh my! Are his
Okay.
shoes
So-
just sitting there smoking? And he just
Describe it for me.
disappeared?
Describe
Say
it
hi
for
to
me, buddy.
Andil for
He's
us.
running up
Oh my god.
and with rippling arms and just
Yeah.
a fury and a little bit, he transforms just slightly, and so he gets the bear form coming out just like a werebear, and just swings as hard as he can, hits center mass right under the ribs as he released the arrow, and just explodes. Like the impact explodes, it's ripped in half, the entrails are scattered across the side of the wall, and this orc is just no more.
In one of those scenes where very pointedly the camera shifts away from the violence and the wall spatters with blood, you all watch as Isengard is covered in orc blood and entrails as the orcs fall.
I'm picturing this from Halloweth's perspective, like he just suddenly sees this orc explode in front of him.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yep.
a little smile. He lets out a.
Jesus. With all of the orcs either fleeing or defeated, you all would, glancing up at the door to Isengard, see it standing slightly open. You would also hear a rumbling from behind you.
To go inside.
No,
As deep from within the crevasses, you watch as a single spider,
I know it. I knew it. I
and
knew
then
it.
2, and then
Ooh.
4, and then 8, and then 100.
Tariel, having had some exposure to the spiders in her day,
And then 200.
Oh god.
cries, "Run!"
And then 400.
Oh my god!
Okay,
she
into-
leaps
into
to the
the
back of her
Inside,
horse
inside.
and
Into the
books
tower
it.
we go.
Yeah, into the tower we go. Somebody grab the staff, right? Somebody has it.
Yeah, we got the staff right.
Okay.
Grab it as you
Beery.
run by.
Beery, as you go to pick up the staff, it shatters in your hand.
Oh man.
Damn it! Is the beautiful
there
little
shards?
crystal sphere?
The shards disappear into dust. All of you make your way into Isengard as the door creaks shut.
This is my nightmare.
As the darkness of the foyer of Isengard makes your eyes adjust. Beery, you see pretty well.
Oh, he's right at home.
The enormous cavern stands tall, high above, high vaulted ceilings, stairs to the left and right, seemingly leading to the same place but on either side. And before you stands Isengard.
Oh, first off, he turns to Barry. He says, how many?
Well, right when I struck 2 down, you did the same. So, yeah, I see where you're getting at. All right, we got spiders to worry about. Leave it alone. Where the hell do we go?
I suggest going up, since that seems to be the only real direction we can go in. Can I make a scan check? I want to see if there's any signs of Alatar and Palandon.
Go ahead. Anybody that wants to actually can go ahead and make a scan check for me.
Can I make a scan check or whatever check it is just to make sure these 400 spiders are not breaking the door down?
Yeah, you as the door shuts,
Mhm.
it is silence inside, but I'll allow you to go ahead and make an awareness check to see if there are any other signs.
Just for fun.
I got a 14 on my scan check.
Same.
14 on the scan check. With a 14, nothing on this first floor.
31.
Oh my god.
I rolled high on my scan. I rolled 4d6s on scan.
Ooh. Well.
With a 31,
My eyes have finally adjusted. This is great.
Beery, a bit of light catches your eye, and there is a room just underneath the steps with the door opened and light peering in from a torch. And the light is a soft, warm glow, very almost different than what you would expect for a dark and cold and overwhelming, looming place like this. And as you walk in, there's a number of bookshelves, and on it are just hundreds of books and scrolls, and there's a candle, like one of those candelabras on the table. And on a 31, you notice a large piece of paper spread out on the desk that seems to be a blueprint of some kind.
You described all of Beery's favorite things.
Yeah.
Please make an insight check for me.
Oh, he can't. Okay. I literally can't. Okay.
No, you didn't.
You did.
No,
Good,
you
good,
didn't.
guys.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. So my target number is 16, and I rolled an Iris Siron.
Oh,
Oh.
I was about to
no.
say. Oh.
Suddenly, Beery forgets how to read.
Beery, you
He just
can't.
glances over real quick.
Yeah, you can't make heads or tails of what this is. There's tubes and mechanisms and calls for things in a different language you don't understand. And it's just this, it's mechanical in nature, but
Ooh.
you can't seem to figure out what on earth is even happening.
He's a little preoccupied about these. You know, he's in his imagination. He's visualizing the entire tower now encrusted in just writhing spiders. Are there windows?
The window in the room that you are in is currently shut, and the rest of the first floor is only lit by torches. Did anybody beat their scan check? Excuse me, did anybody roll above a 23?
I did
No?
not.
Okay. Halloweth, no signs of Alatar and Palando. Tanel, no signs of any indication that the spiders are inside.
Okay, well, that's good.
Up the stairs we go.
That's an extra HP for the final boss, precious.
It's gonna be pretty hard to pull Beery away from these plan sets, though. This is pretty exciting for him.
He's gonna be a bit. Howard's gonna start the set and be like, "All right, have fun with the spiders, Barry."
What?
Beery, my friend, roll that up and collect that with you. Bring that with you.
Rolls it up, stuffs it in his like chain shirt. He grabs a couple other things because he's a kleptomaniac. Stuffs it in his pockets, and we're rolling out.
Okay. Second floor.
Okay.
As they head up, Eowyn, who, by the way, I want to be very clear, is still holding the orc head,
Yeah.
is
Also-
going to sort of sidle up next to Grimbjorn and kind of just like wordlessly hand him the head and be like, a memento.
Oh.
He's gonna fasten it to his belt, kind of like in God of War with Mimir.
If for those listening on the podcast, the God of War hammer is literally like 10 feet behind Tank in the shot. All right.
I don't know if anybody else did this, but Tariel rode in on her horse. She's got this horse with her.
Sorry, I was under the impression everyone got off their
No, I said I
horses.
got on my horse and like made for the doors.
Okay.
Horses
she's
have
got
instincts.
this-
They might
You've-
run.
You've
She's
got
this horse now.
all right. Well, I mean, I don't.
Can the horse?
I'm gonna Google that. I don't know.
She's
Tori,
just
you're
gonna-
the
you
horse
know
girl.
what?
Wait, what's the question about the horse?
I don't know if the stairs are. I mean, she's not going to take the horse to the roof.
Horses
Okay,
are-
yes, they will make it up the stairs, but once they start going, they're probably not going to stop.
Yeah.
So it's,
I think what she's going to do before everybody heads up the stairs is she's going to look around. Is there water around? Is there anything she can leave with this horse for a little while?
What'd you roll on your scan check?
On my initial scan check was a 14.
That beats your target number?
Yeah, that is my target number.
Yeah. There's a basin of water, I'll say.
Okay. So she's going to leave it with the basin of water and just give it some kind words in Cinderin, telling it to stay and be good, and we'll be back. Don't go outside.
You could almost see it nod. Second floor.
Yep.
As the party makes its way up the steps, you all would see a fairly empty room with a seat in one of the corners and a plinth, a column, maybe 3 or 4 feet tall.
What's on the plinth, Don?
Nothing, because on the ground is Radagast the Brown, clutching a black orb, and he is spread eagle, eyes open, staring out into the distance.
Radagast, no!
Spread eagle is a very poor choice of words.
It is. It is.
Oh God.
Bread Guahia.
Max knows what this is, but Beery doesn't. This is bad.
Yeah, I know exactly what this is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can I do a lore check? I don't know if Tariel
Yeah, do
would
the
know what this is.
elves.
Do the elves know? Halloweth, you would. Tanel, you would. Tariel, you would not. Halloweth, Tanel, make because you've got Feanorian lore. Make a lore check for me, both of you.
I have favor in it too, so
I have. What does my curse doesn't affect my just
Your curse does not affect anything except the magic.
That's fine then.
I beat my target number by a lot.
Okay.
I
By 17.
Yeah.
I do a lot as well.
Yeah. You both recognize this as a palantir.
Would I know Radagast? Being a Bjorning.
Same question for Eowyn.
I'll say yeah, Tank. I'll say you do. Just given the events of the Hobbit movie, let's incorporate that into it. And then Eowyn, what's your question?
Oh, just the same thing. Have I ever seen this guy before?
No, you've never
Okay.
seen Radagast before.
Okay.
Grim,
I
you-
was sick that
Yeah.
Tanel like sort of hisses in Elvish, "This fool," and then runs up and literally just like kicks it out of his hands. It's like, God, son of a.
Does she break her toes?
I was about to say, fun fact.
Yeah,
broke
that's like a
broke big
bowling
toe.
ball.
I don't care.
He's rolling. Yeah.
I think of like the weight of like when Aragorn like lets it roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go.
Tanel, you take 4 points of damage.
Cool.
Ooh.
There's a couple elven curse
She
words.
falls to her knees.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Have you? It's just very out of context. Have you seen the video of the like guys playing football with a bowling ball?
What?
It's
Wait,
really
wait,
dumb.
when
They're
you
like
say
they're bare
football-
feet
You mean
as
soccer?
well, and it's just they go. It's really.
dumb.
I think he means
It's
soccer.
bad.
He means soccer. He means soccer, but it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
as painful. It's just as painful.
It's
Like,
more
how would
painful.
you throw
like,
it that far?
It's really stupid.
I've been watching enough Ted Lasso now that when someone says football, I assume they mean soccer.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
How
Okay, never mind.
does the palantir stay completely in place? Like
No.
Nell's just booted a cinder block and
The
it just doesn't go anywhere.
Tanel, as you kick it, the palantir begins to roll, and you watch as its insides turn a bright orange fire, and it begins to roll back onto Radagast's hand.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Dane, what's the problem? I mean, it's just a bowl.
Could she oh god.
Grimbjorn's going to reach down to try and push it out of the way.
No, wait, how's
okay.
gonna stop that from happening? Nope, don't touch it.
Contested athletics checks, both of you.
Against a beat. Oh. This isn't gonna go well. Yeah. Okay. I got a 21.
26.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck.
Well.
Yes.
All right.
He just feels like this brush of wind on his arm as he goes to roll.
Brush of wind. I got a 21.
Beery's enjoying this far too much as he just watches Halibut just get absolutely bare-handled.
It's like that first Avengers film when Hulk like just gets Thor.
Yeah.
Out of the way.
Grimbjorn, describe for me how you're trying to get this to stop from touching Radagast again. Okay.
Like just push it back out of the way and pick up Radagast and sit him on the plinth.
Okay. Grimbjorn, in touching the palantir, you find yourself unable to let go or to move.
Oh dear.
Please roll me a d12.
Oh.
That's a 10.
On a 10, a vision fills your mind's eye as you find yourself being shot up like a rocket above Orthunk and flying like a bird over Middle-earth towards Mordor. Very similar to what Frodo saw when he was standing on the top of that structure, Amon Hen, in Fellowship of the Ring. The great lands of Mordor are a vast forest. And within one of the trees, as it zooms in really closely, you watch as an orc and another and a third and a fourth and a fifth, all holding spears, point their weapons at a young bear as they goad it to touch the tree with its paw. The bear does so, crying out, and two other bears stand off a couple of feet away, also being held at spear point. The bear's paw touches the tree, and you begin to watch as your child transforms back into its human form. But in the midst of its transformation, the tree begins to suck the hand, and then the forearm, and then the shoulder, and then the left side of the body, and then the waist, and then the legs, until the only portion remaining is its upper chest and right arm, as a semi-transformed human bear becomes melded to the Huorn, the sentient trees of Fangorn that you would know of legends of old. Grimbjorn, I would like you to please make me an awareness check with ill favor and one less d6.
Oh, we're gonna kill these motherfuckers.
Oh,
Cross the line. They crossed the line.
2.
A what?
2.
Total.
Yeah, I only have 1 d6 for awareness.
The rest of you would watch as, attempting to push the palantir out of the way, in the briefest of moments, Grimbjorn lets out an enormous roar. And the palantir falls from his hand as he transforms into his bear form and looks angrily at all of you. And that
Oh, Don Marshall.
is where we are going to end
Oh,
tonight's episode of the Unpredicted Party.
Oh, God. It was not personal, Don. We didn't mean to kill Saruman so easily.
Sorry we're so good at this game, Don.
Yeah.
Why?
he's gonna make us kill each other.
Why you mad, bro?
Dude, Tank, that was brutal.
Oh my god.
This sucks.
Sucks real
Jeez.
hard.
This sucks. I saw a TikTok earlier today from a really great creator who was asking, what would make you, if you're being honest with yourself, what would make you quit your quest? And she was like, I'm really low. She was like, I'm low. It was like, if the first inconvenience for me, like if we had to camp out in the rain, I'm going back home. I feel like for me, it might be when my bear friend turns on me. I don't know.
No, Charlotte, don't say that.
My answer
No,
is
me.
sand. That's my answer. The minute there's
Sand.
sand, I'm out. I'm like, bye. Good luck with the dragon, y'all. I'm
Like
out.
Anakin.
Like Anakin
Yeah.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
Anakin
Anakin.
Skywalker. Just
He
not
has
die.
a point.
Bye.
It is coarse and it gets everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh
from
god.
real high
no.
highs to low lows.
This
Jeez.
idiot
Sorry.
Radagast. Tanel's blaming Radagast for all of
What
this.
the F?
These
Why?
wizards, man.
Why?
Yeah. No, they are. Yeah, no more wizards now. We should kill all the wizards. That'll be our next step.
They're not helping us.
Have been very unhelpful.
They're not helping us.
They've done nothing but get captured or betray us. That is the only thing they
Yes.
want.
Was the
Oh my
was the guy that we saw, was that one of the wizards in disguise, or will we just never know because we accidentally murdered him?
Maybe we should talk about that in the after party.
Find out
Yeah,
next
right.
week on the Unpredicted Party every other
Yeah.
Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Thank you all so much for
Oh.
being here. Join us over on Patreon for the Unpredicted After Party, where we will discuss the episode and the events that happened. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a review if you're on podcast form. I always forget to remind people to do that, but reviews help, rating us 5 stars. Thank you so much. A special thanks to everybody here. We'll see you all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. No.